The Evolution MX cash flow forecast module provides a convenient way of providing information about your current bank balance and the projected effect on it by virtue of payments expected and receipts expected through the other ledgers. The information can be presented in a choice of monthly and/or weekly formats based on a starting point of your choice, where it can present the information relating to the cash book balance currently and how this is likely to be affected going forward over the succeeding months based upon the due dates that are recorded against invoices through the supplier's ledger, the subcontractor's ledger, and the sales ledger. The cash book balance itself can be seen and can be interrogated further to provide the level of detail required. Drilling into the Evolution M cash book inquiry, where you can see full information about all the transactions that are passed through that bank account. As well as that, on the cash flow forecast, we can provide information from the other ledgers. So through the purchase ledger, for example, we can see the invoices that are being posted and are outstanding and due for payment within the succeeding months. Drilling down on any of these will allow us to see the detail behind that balance. On individual transactions, there'll also be the option to be able to retrieve the image associated with that invoice. The information that's been presented in terms of the transactions is configurable through the normal analytics capabilities of Evolution MX, where you can pick and choose the fields that are going to be displayed and the sequence of them. The information here is being grouped by ledger. It's your choice as to whether it does that, or you choose to have it ungrouped, again using analytics features. So we can now see separately the appearance of contributions from the subcontractor's ledger in terms of payment certificates and payment invoices. In addition to the ledger information, there's also a recognition of any cash book journals that have been set to be on a recurring basis. So those will have an effect on your bank account going forward. In addition, you can also add in memorandum entries in terms of recurring items or cash flow items directly into the cash flow forecast. Now, these aren't affecting the other ledgers. They are just a record that will allow you to give more accuracy to the cash flow forecast. So in my case, I've got a recurring item here for wages. If I look at that, it's being shown on the cash flow forecast, predicting a payment expected of 2,500, 2,000 and so forth going forward. That has been defined as a recurring item within which I can specify as many of those as I wish and specify the amount and the frequency and the length of time this is likely to happen, 999 just being an infinite repeat on that particular transaction. So whilst these aren't transactions in the ledger themselves, they can provide useful additional information that will give more accuracy to the cash flow forecast. Recurring items can be done as could individual items, which are more of a one-off, where they're going to affect on a particular period for a specific amount and not necessarily repeat again. So whether you're choosing to show the information monthly or weekly, you have the ability to show additional items as well and drill down to that source information. Now, the cash flow forecast could also incorporate the use of dashboards. So an alternative display here may be to show the cash flow in an ungrouped formation at the top, allowing me to drill into the information from there. But alongside, I've got other dashboard items as well for graphical representations through the other ledgers, for example. Clicking into any one of these would give us the same or similar ability to what we just saw through the cash flow forecasting, where I could now choose to look at more detail on a particular month's activity, for example, on purchase invoicing, drilling down into the transaction information from a dashboard. So that's the Evolution MX cash flow forecast module.